Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. So we have the skill trailer for the Liber A-level hero ZANIE, who will be coming shortly after Zandrock actually arrives. I think 28th of August is when ZANIE will be coming, so let's go ahead and begin going over her trailer.
Turrets locked and loaded.
When Master ZANIE says it's ready, you better believe it! We've always shared the same passion for building things. She was already one of the best when she was young, been someone I've looked up to ever since.
So we have the specialization of ZANIE in AFK stages in Supreme Arena. The good news is, at least from this, no mention of Dream Realm or boss content. So that usually means it could be a hero that could be passable if needed, if you don't have the resources, not like a must pull. But we will see more information when we go through her skills. But AFK stage is interesting. Supreme Arena, her synergy is with attack speed buffers like Leica and Velka. I wonder if they also buff the attack speed of her turret. And then you also have attack buffers and like whole team-wide attack buffers from like Valara with her stat steal. So let's go ahead and continue.
Though, come to think of it, when exactly was she young? Doesn't matter. What does matter is how she fine-tunes those turrets to perfection. As soon as a battle starts, Master ZANIE sets up 2 laser turrets. Each turret's health and attack equal a percentage of her max health and attack. The turrets can fire laser beams at random enemies within a certain range. If the 2 laser turrets are placed close together during battle preparation, they'll link up once the fight starts. Linked turrets fire a continuous high-energy beam that not only deals damage, but also reduces the enemy's shield. When Master ZANIE uses...
Okay, so let's break down this passive portion of the ultimate skill, Vein Pulse. So ZANIE will have reduced maximum health. This is kind of important because this will make it easier to kill ZANIE herself. However, she is going to have 3 other bodies on the field, her 2 big turrets, and then she has this smaller kind of like dog type turret on the ground, the shooter turret, and these are going to all be basically creations of her. They're going to have a portion of her maximum health and attack. If the 2 turrets are within a certain distance, like close together, for example here, they're going to channel their energy together and have one empowered laser beam just from one of the turrets, as you see here. And this attack will deal continuous damage and reduce the target's shield value. Now, shield definitely is interesting because there are a lot of shield mechanic heroes in AFK Journey right now for PvP, such as Damon, Kalin. So for the active, ZANIE increases her own attack speed and that of her laser turrets for a short period of time. During this time, turret attacks deal extra damage equal to a percentage of the target's current health up to a limit. Okay, so this is going to be some additional damage proportionate to the target's current health, but there is going to be a limit here. So, and also this is damage. So this is not like HP loss damage or anything for boss content. This is going to be some just raw damage that does scale, like have a multiplier as a percentage of the enemy's health, up to like a limit of probably the attack of ZANIE.
Uses her ultimate. Both her and her laser turret's attack speed increase.
And you can actually see the animation. It is like a big sort of lava laser beam after she has casted her ultimate.
And the turret's attacks deal extra damage. That's all for the lasers. Now, let's talk about the gun turret. At the start of...
So the gun turret is this little dog type, small creature that ZANIE also summons. For Iron Defense passive, when a battle begins, ZANIE will build a gun turret in front of her. The turret inherits a portion of her maximum health and attack, just like her other laser turrets, and it has a certain attack range, and it prioritizes attacking the enemy closest to any laser turret to kind of defend the laser turrets.
The battle. Master ZANIE also builds a gun turret in front of her. Its health and attack equal a percentage of her max health and attack. The gun turret targets enemies within range, prioritizing those closest to her laser turret. After a few regular shots, the gun turret unleashes a burst of heavy strikes.
So you can clearly see that over here. Periodically, after a few normal attacks, the gun turret is going to unleash this barrage of bullets. This is going to knock back the enemy, stun them, and also, I guess, hit them harder. Each bullet from the strike also stuns and knockbacks enemies, but only it's a single target focus here.
Landing multiple hits on the enemy. Each hit can stun and knock the enemy back. If the gun turret gets destroyed, Master ZANIE will run over and repair it. Once it's back up, she even gives it a shield, before returning to her original position.
Okay, interesting. And note important, this effect can only be triggered once per battle. So it's not like she can keep respawning her gun turret. It is going to be a one-time repair that she will be able to provide to this thing. But it's interesting. It's basically there's going to be that survival even after the gun turret goes down for the first time. But I guess because it is only once per battle, you can still overwhelm like ZANIE, for example. And after you defeat it for that additional second time, there's going to be no more gun turret for the rest of the match. But definitely I'm already seeing, like, you know, in AFK stages, how I think there could be some value of this, having the gun turret, having that knockback and stuns, kind of protecting your laser turrets. And then your laser turrets, they can tank some damage of the opponent and then also just deal damage throughout the course of the fight. But I'm wondering, are they gonna have any other like sort of debuffs, or is it just gonna be damage and that shield destruction?
Original position. When Master ZANIE casts field repairs, she patches up the weakest laser turret, restoring its health and granting it a shield.
Okay, so the active portion of this skill, the passive was to provide one extra repair of the gun turret. But now for her laser turret, the active time she casts this, it is going to repair your laser turret, restoring health and granting a shield. But now the thing is, if your laser turret goes down, there's not any mention so far of how you can like recreate that laser turret. So it might just be like the laser turret only has one life. After it dies, you will not be able to restore.
For Master ZANIE, perfecting her craft is a lifelong pursuit.
Okay, you're noticing here when the laser towers are spread apart, far away from each other, they are going to individually fire laser beams and they're not as strong. So usually I think you're probably always going to want to have them close enough, unless you're using them to kind of body block or just take damage as like a meat shield in stages. So this is the exclusive skill, Precision Overload. ZANIE periodically upgrades one of her turrets, increasing its maximum health, attack, and range. She will prioritize the frontmost laser turret, which makes sense, and each turret can only be upgraded once per battle. So again, there is that limit of the upgrade. However, it depends how much will the attack be increased by. The range honestly shouldn't matter. It's just really the HP and attack, I think. The range would matter just so that I can like span the whole field. But like what I'm thinking is like, it probably isn't going to make much of a difference for PvP. Like, I think the HP and attack is probably more important, like the bursting and also the tankiness it has.
That's why she periodically upgrades one of her turrets during battle to boost its max health, attack, and attack range. She always upgrades the frontmost laser turret first, and each one can only be upgraded once per battle.
So my first impressions are ZANIE herself, I feel like, has limited survivability. We already know she's going to begin with reduced health, which is an issue, definitely, for like PvP specifically. And if ZANIE is dead, she's not going to be able to repair her turrets. She's not going to be able to repair her I keep forgetting the name of this thing, but like her dog turret in the front, shooter turret. And so like they're just gonna be there to defend for themselves, basically. So I honestly I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Let's just watch this hero spotlight, the recap.
She never joins a fight without her turrets. She sets up her laser and gun turrets when the battle starts. Then she uses them to deal heavy blows to the enemy. If a turret gets destroyed, Master ZANIE can fix it and bring it back. She also periodically upgrades her turrets during battle to make them even stronger. Let's see what Master ZANIE can do in action! She starts by setting up 3 turrets for a strong opening. Heroes with AoE buffs can boost their firepower even more. And heroes with attack speed buffs.
Okay, look at the buffs on these turrets. You have attack speed buff, you have attack buff. All these buffs are applying to the turret to increase its damage output. I think this is really the strategy you're going to want to run, and I'm really seeing it maybe for AFK stages, just massively buffing up these turrets. They will be your major damage source to take down all of the enemies in those high deficit stages, and they can also body block and be a meat shield for your team. She's definitely looking more like an AFK stage here. For PvP, I just think you kill ZANIE, and then there's not going to be much of an issue. Like, the other turrets probably are not going to be too difficult to deal with if you kill ZANIE quickly. And because ZANIE is going to just be really susceptible to dying, because there's no survivability of her own I've seen in her kit so far.
Make them shoot faster. If a turret goes down, Master ZANIE can always repair it.
Like, look at this. ZANIE is almost dead just from the Sonya ultimate, or Walker's going for the Sonya, or sorry, Walker's going for the ZANIE as well.
And put it right back in. With all that firepower, victory's a sure thing. Such overwhelming firepower. Now I get what she meant by suppressive tactics. If you can't carry the big cannon, just carry them in numbers.
If you can't carry the big cannon, just carry them in numbers. Overall, I'm a real fan of ZANIE's kit, his very unique, interesting sort of kit, because she is the only real hero we have that can summon these other bodies on the field. And I don't know, I don't think it will have boss applications. Like, for example, are the turrets movable? Like, for example, can they function like, you know, a Fresto and his illusion can? Like, you know, for Crazy Shelber boss, you want to have things which the boss can gulp into its stomach. Now, I don't know if like the gun turret and these laser turrets are going to be gulpable by Crazy Shelber boss. I don't know about those mechanics. If there's somehow that these basically bodies are going to amplify your team or basically be used in specific bosses, I can see how there could be some like niche Dream Realm applications. But for the most part, she just looks like a damage dealer mainly for AFK stages. That's what I'm seeing her as. For PvP, I think definitely she could be interesting. And if she can get going and not be killed quickly, then definitely she can have value. But the thing is, in PvP, every single hero needs to have survival or they need to have a lot of protection. And ZANIE just, I don't think, has enough of it. And once you kill ZANIE, her turrets basically lose a lot of their effectiveness. From what I've seen, they can't be repaired, and then they're just gonna go down most likely. So that's what I'm worried about it for PvP. But for AFK stages, I'm thinking that she's probably gonna be meta, just because I think the amount of damage she'll be able to output if you protect her and buff her up, I think that's gonna be pretty massive. But anyway, guys, overall, interesting hero. I think definitely interesting to consider building. However, I would definitely wait and see for adequate testing and also deciding, do you like her as a character? Do you want to get her mainly just for AFK stages? Or do you want to save? Because we're going to have Ravion after ZANIE as well. And Ravion, who knows? He could be a Dream Realm hero. He could be a boss hero. And so, like, you really want to also make sure you're saving enough diamonds and resources that if Ravion is strong, you will want to build him. So that's kind of the thing. Right now, ZANIE is looking like not a must-have, but just an interesting hero. We'll have to see where she finds her home. Is it going to be AFK stages? And then how meta is she for AFK stages? But the thing is, when it's AFK stages, it's probably going to be high deficit stages, just where you need to burn through them and you need more damage output. And also, like, at that point, there's a lot of teams which work. It doesn't make a hero a must-pull just because they're good for AFK stages. Like, even Theodore is a really solid hero. Honestly, probably Theodore would be more meta than ZANIE, both in AFK stages and PvP. On my first impression. So like if someone skipped out on Theodore, then I would probably also recommend skipping out on ZANIE. But let's see. That's just my first thoughts right now, initial thoughts. We don't have any testing. We don't even know the full skill descriptions, multipliers. We don't know the hero focus or the enhanced force ability of ZANIE, which of course are going to make an important difference to the kit. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about ZANIE in the comment section down below. What do you think about her? Are you planning to recruit for her? But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you think about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There is a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.